we got a massive injury update around Lonzo Ball as it is looking like he is nearing his return to the Chicago Bulls. And then also Josh Giddey, could he be extended this summer? We'll talk about that all and more on today's show. But welcome into the Bulls Report. My name is Patrick Siepman, and before we dive into it, guys, if you want the Bulls to be fully healthy next season, no injuries, nobody likes injuries, as a sports fan. So if you guys could like today's video, don't jinx it. I'm a superstitious guy. I put the goal on today's show as 400 likes. So hey, maybe we cross over 500, the Bulls will escape this season with absolutely zero injuries. But let's dive right into the report here. So Lonzo Ball on his podcast earlier today said that he is going to be cleared for 5-on-5 practice in August. This is the biggest and most positive injury update we have gotten around Lonzo over the past couple of months. We've seen the workout videos. We've seen him grinding in the lab, but we haven't heard a real report about him playing 5-on-5 basketball, and he said it himself on his podcast. Now, I do want to talk about some of the workout videos I have been seeing. Yesterday, there was a video dropped where Lonzo Ball was seen working on above the break threes, which is necessarily just everything that is not the corner, and he was moving pretty well. And I'll tell you what, his jump shot looks really good. It's super crispy. It gets to that same release point every time, and it's one fluid motion. Like, that was the one concern I had about Lonzo with this injury, is how would he be able to maintain his jump shot? Because we know he struggled in his early half of his NBA career shooting the three-point ball. In his season with the Chicago Bulls, in those 35 games, he was a 42% three-point shooter. So to see him knocking down open threes, again, it's just workout videos, but form looks good, and he was absolutely ripping it from beyond the arc. But also we saw this photo of Lonzo dunking a basketball. It's going to be tough for Lonzo, obviously, to even get to 80% of what he once was as in terms of being an athlete. But it's great to see him still dunk. And we also have this other video of him dunking right there on the far left. I mean, his head is almost at the rim. And, the more that these videos start coming out and the more I'm, collecting information on Lonzo during his rehab processes, I think he's going to get a lot closer to his old self than actually most people think. Like the common NBA fan, if you ask him about Lonzo Ball, they're like, they don't really have an answer for you on what he is going to be. But hey, if he is just a great six-man for the Bulls, a 6'6" guard, plays the game the right way, great playmaker, I mean, I would take that on my team any day of the week. But speaking about Lonzo Ball and Ayo Dosunmu coming off the bench this upcoming season, it's going to be elite. The fact that the Bulls guard rotation of those four guards will be Josh Giddey, Kobe White, and then off the bench is Lonzo Ball and Ayo. It's going to be a perfect yin and yang, as Giddey and Kobe White will be that offensive engine of those guys playing next to each other, and then you would have the defensive-minded guards in Ayo and Lonzo Ball. The one thing, though, that I'm curious is if the Bulls would ever try to mix and match that, because I think it actually makes more, sense in terms of a fit if it's like Lonzo playing next to Kobe White and then Ayo playing next to Josh Giddey, because actually, funny enough, Ayo is one of the best closeout attackers in the NBA on a points-per-play basis this past season. He was fantastic, got a super quick first step, can get to that one dribble pull-up and then get to the rim, as well. But, obviously the question with Lonzo Ball is going to be this. How effective will he be? And, obviously seeing, some of these videos, I'm not going to try to overreact here to just workout videos. Just like how, NFL training camp's going on right now. Everybody's overreacting to training camp clips, and, it is fun to do that. But he just looks healthy, and my eyes are telling me he's moving very smoothly. And, I think it is going to be key watching him play in 5-on-5 in August to get a better understanding about how effective he will be. But he's an incredibly intelligent basketball player, has always played the game the right way. He loves getting his teammates involved, and he will always have that ability. It's just going to come down to the physical side of the game. Can he get to the rim? I think that's the biggest question I have right now, because I think he's still going to be a good shooter. I think he's still going to be a tremendous playmaker, but can Lonzo continue to put pressure on the rim like he did in years past? But Lonzo actually talked about playing in the first game of the season, and he said, yes, I firmly believe that. That's the plan that I am on, and I haven't had any setbacks, so I expect to play in the first game. And, I'll just take his word on this. If Lonzo's saying he's going to play opening night for our Bulls, I'm going to probably just, agree with him there. So I can't imagine how the United Center crowd is going to erupt once we hear Lonzo Ball is checking in the game, I mean, I might have a tear running down my face watching that happen. So, all support, all best wishes, all, best of luck to Lonzo Ball, still rehabbing from this just nasty knee injury he suffered, a couple years ago. But let's show Lonzo Ball our support as Bulls fans down below in the comments section. Hey, he's on YouTube. He's got a YouTube podcast. Maybe he comes across this video. So type those, show him some support, help him out. He's still recovering from this knee injury. Now, coming up next here on the program, is Josh Giddey getting an extension with the Chicago Bulls? Something that I don't think enough NBA and Bulls media members have been talking about. I'll give you guys my thoughts on that here in a second. But first off, guys, I got to tell you about today's presenting sponsor, and that is Game Time, my favorite sponsor we have here at the Bulls Report. And if you guys are looking to buy a ticket to any event in the near future, use Game Time. Now, download the Game Time app, create an account, and use promo code CHATSPORTS on your first purchase, and we'll hook you guys up with $20 off. Again, terms apply, first purchase only, but if you guys use promo code CHATSPORTS, we'll hook you guys up with $20 off. And if you guys are looking to check out any Cubs or White Sox game this summer, well, I got good news for you. Game Time is an authorized ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball, which makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to first pitch. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets. Now, my favorite part of the Game Time map, you guys see it on the right side of your screen right now. You guys can view the view of your seat before you actually purchase your ticket. I think it's an incredibly, it's a great benefit to have before you are buying a ticket to a event. So the prices drop as events get closer, and it is their lowest price guaranteed. So take the guesswork out of buying any tickets to any event this summer with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. So as James Collier of ESPN was writing up an article about Josh Giddey after his press conference, actually, with the Chicago Bulls, and he had this about a contract extension. He says, as a member of the 2021 draft class, Giddey is also eligible for a rookie scale extension. On Tuesday, he said that he hasn't thought much about an extension while getting used to his new surroundings after the trade, and that he would let his agent handle that. Now, in terms of a Josh Giddey extension, this is a tough decision for the Chicago Bulls because, you trade for a guy that is coming off his worst year of his NBA career. And yes, he was great with the Oklahoma City Thunder during his year 2 of his NBA career, but are you going to pay a guy for what he did for another ball club, or are you going to wait and see and what he's going to do with the Bulls? So I think this is a tough decision for Chicago, but this is my offer that I would have for Josh Giddey. I would offer him a 4-year, $80 million deal, and just hoping that he will just develop over the next couple of years. And then on years 3 and 4 of that contract, we're saying, damn, Josh Giddey at $20 million a year, that's an absolute steal, because you would have Patrick Williams making $18 million, and you would hopefully have 2 starters, in your lineup that are making about $40 million a year. And plus, Kobe White is on one of the best deals in the NBA, making $9 million. If he ends up popping, Patrick Williams ends up popping, and Kobe White ends up, continuing on this path he is on. If I was a superstar at the forward position, I would for sure be looking to come to Chicago. Hopefully it's Cooper Flag and we win the draft lottery. I'm going to pound the table on that until that happens. But I also do want to share with you guys this quote about Josh Giddey, just talking about the trade. He said, "It was going to be hard to tap into my full potential, in my opinion, on a team like Oklahoma City with so many talented guys who needed the ball in their hands, who were great with the ball in their hands. A change of scenery was going to maybe unlock more of that for me." And then he also talked about what is he going to bring to the Chicago Bulls by saying being able to make the game easy for everybody, being able to get guys involved, distribute the ball, and get other players confident around me is the thing I pride myself on doing. Love that. And it's hard to do that in a role when the ball isn't in your hands a lot. That's probably the biggest thing. Coming in here, I want to be the pass-first point guard I am. I will give Josh Giddey credit for this, and I think this is one of the most admirable traits at a human being can possess is self-awareness. He is a very self-aware player. He understood, hey, Oklahoma City, they got Jalen Williams, SGA, the ball's going to be in their hands, about 70% of the time. He's not a good spot-up player. That's just not who he is, and that is okay. He understands he will excel with having the ball in his hands, being the primary playmaker, and the more I talk about Giddey, the more I get excited about him, and even just watching him for Team Australia in these exhibition games, like he has been just fantastic. But I'll throw the question your way: would you extend Josh Giddey? Tough question. I would probably offer him 4 for $80, and that's about it. But hey, you guys give me a Y for yes or an N for no down in the comment section. And also give me a follow on Twitter if you guys want the latest around the Chicago Bulls on your Twitter timeline. That's a handle right there, at Pat Sieps. If you guys do so, I'll give you guys a follow back. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, go Bulls.